Jordan 11 Concords, finally. What's good guys, Ash Bash back again with another sneaker review, and this is for the Jordan 11 Concords. So yes, they are back and I am excited. Back in the day, when it came to Jordans that I loved, it was the 3s, the 4s and the 11s. Jordan 1s was more of, not super recent, but more of a recent love of mine. But yeah, the 11s were always fire. I always had the Bread 11s as my number one, and I failed on those. I only ended up getting a low pair, but when it comes to the Concords, that's a pair I always wanted, and I'm so gassed to finally have a pair. So let's get to it. So first things first, this is a bit of an early review. A couple people did pick it up, of course, but during the Paris Saint-Germain versus Liverpool game last week, Wednesday I think it was, they did a kind of shock drop at 8 o'clock just as the game was starting. I'm not sure how long it was on there for and if it was like an easy pickup for most people, but everyone I know that went for them got a pair, so I'm assuming if you wanted a pair, you could have got it in that little window. Well, as you know, PSG is sponsored by Jordan brand now, so kind of a cool idea for why they brought it out. But yes, I think the official release is this Saturday, the 8th of December, so definitely check this out before you cop. So yeah, doesn't come in your standard Jordan 11 box for these days. You generally find they have the pull-out box, which you get with like the Legend Blues, the Gamma Blue, stuff like that. But this has gone back to sort of the OG-ish box. It's got the black with the grey bottom. It's got the Jumpman Air Jordan on there. Nike Air on this side. And information here is white, black and Concord. And I got these in a UK 10. When it comes to sizing, I have got stuff to say about that, so stay tuned. And boom! Here is the shoe in all its pattern leather glory. Really love this shoe. Every time I get a Jordan 11, I'm like, Jordan 11s. I actually wore my Cherry Lows the other day in preparation for the release of this sneaker. Then I got hit with the surprise drop, which was like, whoa, let me get on this quickly. But yeah, a lot to say about the sneaker. This was originally worn in 1995, I believe it was. It was in one of the semi-final playoff games, and then officially didn't release until 96. I think the story goes that Tinker sent these to Jordan and he loved them so much that he basically just laced them up and put them on, but they had none to sell at the time because they hadn't put them into production yet. So they were kind of a little bit pissed off about that, but obviously the hype was big and that's why everybody loved it so much. Everyone saw it, it's like, whoa, what has he got on feet? Where can I get these? I had to wait a while to get them, but everybody got them in the end. So one of the big things that I have to mention straight off the bat, if anyone knows about Jordan 11s, is the cut of the pattern leather. People have gotten used to the sort of lower cut. That's what you've been finding lately. So when you went to the high one, people are like, ugh, that's ugly. I don't like it, that's not right. But OG wise, they've actually tried to go as OG to the original as possible. And it was more of a higher cut. This is way closer to the classic than the sort of lower cut that you've been finding on the recent pairs. Me personally, I don't mind either. It seems like a lot of people these days are actually preferring the lower cut to it, but I don't mind either. I think the higher cut gives it a bit more edge because it's more of that pattern leather. You're getting more pattern leather for your money, and it kind of makes the shoe a bit, just gives it some more edge to it basically. But yeah, the usual pattern leather ends about here on the shoe, whereas this pair obviously ends up here. I'll show you a comparison of the two so you get an idea of what I mean. Anywho, the shoe itself, pretty much a black and white shoe. It's got this pattern leather going all around the shoe. Super slick, super nice. There is a little toe bump, but not as bad as has been seen in some of the previous pairs on the shoe. I think this is closer to the sort of sleeker pair that you found with the OGs. And boom, yes, it comes with that 45 on the back. People were selling these for big bucks back in the day, the sort of sample pairs of the 45. Because as you know, when Jordan came back from playing baseball to basketball, he came back wearing the 45, but by the time these actually released, he was back to rocking 23. So the GR pairs that came out back then actually had 23 on the back of the shoe, not this 45. So nice little touch that's gone back to the OG of the shoe. Side of the shoe here is in that ballistic white mesh, pretty much standard for your Jordans and your standard lacing system with these funny little eyelets that you get with the shoe. And oh yeah, towards the back of the shoe here, it's got the black Jumpman. And if you ever wondered why Concords are called Concords, you're thinking, black and white shoe, what the hell's that got to do with a Concord? Basically, as you see on the sole here, this purple hit here is called Concord Purple, which is why the shoe has its name. It's got this icy blue as well for the outsole, and you get the little Jumpman hidden behind there at the back. Inside the shoe, nothing crazy to see. I believe it just says, yeah, just says Nike Air inside there. And yeah, your standard mesh tongue, Jordan Air with the Jumpman here. They've gone classic, they've gone OG. I think they've done a good job. I'm gonna chuck these on feet, show you what they're like, and talk about sizing. Let go. And we're back. That was a quick look at the Jordan 11 Concords on feet. Tell me what you think. Are they as fire as you remember? I think they are. So yes, sizing. Let's talk about sizing. I was chatting to my boy Jefferson. Shout out to him, I'll put his IG down below. He actually copped these as well. I think he's one of the people that told me that they were actually coming out. And he's found that he should have went half a size down. Some other people are saying half a size down, and to be honest, you possibly can go half a size down. I went and tried on my Legend Blues and my Gamma Blues. I think they're the only two that I have in a high, and they're UK 10, and they fit me not snug or anything, but my toe is like right at the front, whereas on this shoe, my toe ends up about there, and there's some space that I could push down on this pair. So I hate returning stuff, but because these are most likely going to be a GR first week, I'm going to head to the shops and try on some sizes, try on a half size down, see if it's any better for me. But I don't really love a super snug sneaker, so this might actually be fine for me. I'm wearing pretty thin socks, to be fair, and when it's laced up to the top eyelets and stuff, it's not like I'm not locked in or anything, but there's definitely a little bit of space in there, so something to think about. I'm not going to tell you off the bat go half a size down, because I don't want people getting the wrong size. But from all the people that I've been speaking to and me trying it on myself, half a size down seems possible and more of a better fit. These seem to fit just a little bit too big, But if you was to go TTS, you're not going to be like, oh my god, and your foot's going to come flying out of the shoe. So something to think about. A little bit annoying, but supposedly there's hella stock on these. So if you do want a pair, the first week, get into your shops, you should be able to find a pair. After that, it's hit and miss whether you'll find your size and stuff, because it's a fire shoe. It's a very coveted shoe that's not come around in a while in this like OG-ish style, so something to look out for. But here's what it is, up to you. But yeah, half a size down might be the move. But anywho, hopefully you enjoyed the review and looking at this sneaker, a little early look and all that. Follow me on Instagram, @SnashSneakers, Twitter is Perfection7. Upload sneaker reviews as and when I pick stuff up, and I do videos every Monday, what I try to do, talking about sneaker topics and whatnot. I'm out. Adios.